music for a sec. Cut the music. Hold on. Are you being serious right now? Seriously, I'm so excited. I really hope this is true, and it looks like it is true. Scholastic, the company, the big book company, who's been doing all the Fazbear Frights books for the past, what, 4 or 5 years? They did like a Fnaf page that they released, talking about the movie, talking about Help Wanted, talking about future books, talking about a box set of the Fazbear Fright books as well. Apparently they mentioned that another new novel is coming out later this year as well. Whether that's another Fazbear Fright series or a separate book on its own. But the most important thing that everybody noticed is that they said, Into the Pit! New game coming soon. That is a very specific thing to say, Scholastic. A new game coming soon about Into the Pit. Literally just don't randomly say that as a big thing on your announcement stuff. I'm very confident that this is true. That a Fazbear Frights Into the Pit game is going to be coming out this year. Which is absolutely insane because this is the 10-year anniversary of Fnaf. So, I think we're going to get the Into the Pit game. I think we're going to get Help Wanted DLC. I think we're going to get another Steel Wool title, and maybe Scott will do something for the 10-year anniversary as well. Don't forget Fnaf 2. The Fnaf 2 movie is going to be hopefully filming this year. Like we said, guys, like we rumoured, 10-year anniversary, it looks like Scott has been cooking behind the scenes, and something brand new again. Into the Pit, a new game, might be coming out this year. I'm pretty sure in some of my old videos, what you need to know and stuff, I did say this could make a great game, you know. The Fazbear Fright story could easily be put into a game, story-driven game, but I don't know who it's going to be made by, but I'm going to talk about that in a minute. I had different ideas about it. It looks like it's solely going to be about Into the Pit, because they would have called it like Fazbear Frights the game or something if it wasn't. It looks like it's going to be solely focused on Into the Pit, which is a great story and can make a great game. Again, we'll talk about that in a minute. If you don't know what Into the Pit is, please read the book. If you don't want to read the book, watch my Into the Pit, What You Need to Know, a story summary, and then theories at the end about what this is about. Basically, I'll put it in very, very, very short context. A kid goes to an old location, which is like Jeff's Pizzeria or something. It used to be Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, but Jeff kept the ball pit. And basically, this ball pit is cursed with agony and pain and remnant. It's haunted, basically. The kid goes into the pit and he goes back in time. He goes back to the 1980s. I don't remember the specific date. He witnesses the murders at the pizzeria. He witnesses Spring Bonnie killing all the kids at the location. The Spring Bonnie creature gets out of the pit in the future and then torments. I think his name was Alec, and all that happens, and then at the end, Spring Bonnie's defeated, yada yada yada. But it's basically possessed by agony. It's not specifically William Afton. It's the memory of William Afton killing the kids. But there's a thing in the books called agony, and it's like literally like remnant. It's that powerful and dark that allows possession and stuff like that, and haunted things. The ball pit is filled with agony, allowing Alec to go back to the past, the memories of the murders, the agony that happened there, and the creature, the Spring Bonnie creature's there too. Think about it, it makes a really cool storyline of that happening. Going to an old location, going into the ball pit, then coming out of the ball pit and seeing the classic pizzeria with the OG, unwithered animatronics maybe, and then seeing Spring Bonnie lurking there and witnessing the murders and getting chased by Spring Bonnie, stuff like that. So I think it's going to be a good game. I think that's solid. That is very solid, and people will love to see that. Now, we're going to talk about what this universe is, because Scott has said multiple times that the Fazbear Fright stories are canon, but some of them aren't. But the main ones are with the Stitch Wraith. Again, if you don't know who the Stitch Wraith is, watch my summary videos. And Eleanor. It's its own storyline, but there's still a debate whether this is canon to the games or it's in its own universe. We'll probably get a confirmation if this is canon to the games or something in this release, which is going to help a lot of people. Because I know there's a lot of debate going on right now if the Fazbear Fright stories are canon to the games. We'll see what happens, but yeah, Into the Pit, it's so exciting. And that Spring Bonnie creature from the illustrations and stuff is terrifying. It really is. Like I said, it's not literally William Afton chasing Alec through the pits and coming back into the future. It's an agony creature. All the darkness that happened with the murders and stuff, it's created its own entity. And that's because of Eleanor. I won't spoil much, but she's basically the main villain in this Fazbear Fright Stories. I don't know whether they're going to be included in this game or they're just going to be focused on literally Spring Bonnie Into the Pit, just that game. No Stitch Wraith, no Eleanor, just focused on that solely. We'll have to wait and see. Gameplay-wise, this could be literally anything. I think anything will work. A first-person game would be absolutely insane graphically on Unreal Engine or something, you know, similar to Security Breach or Help Wanted. First-person game, I think that would work really well. Getting chased by Spring Bonnie in first person, I think that would be really cool. It could be retro, it could be in 8-bit form or something, or 16-bit or whatever you want to call it. Maybe like an SNES game style game or something about Into the Pit. Or the other option, or the final option, it could be point and click. Maybe Click Team's working on this, and it's kind of like Sister Location, finding items to unlock doors, progress through the location, then go into the ball pit and looking around, interacting with people, solving the mystery. Something like that. I feel like that would work really well as well, and something different. A point and click mystery game. I really do like those. So it could be something like that. I feel like any game style will work with this. Like I said, we've seen nothing about it yet. I do think we're going to get something soon. If Scholastic has said something now, I feel like something's going to happen very soon. Maybe ScottGames.com will come back with a teaser or something, or Scott might make a post about it. I don't know. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see, but it is really, really exciting, guys. Whatever style it is, I don't mind. I just think it's crazy that we're finally getting a game based on the Fazbear Fright Stories, and Into the Pit is a great choice. The first story at the beginning of Fazbear Frights, you know, it's really exciting. What a great time to announce it, the 10-year anniversary of Fnaf. I really hope we get it this year. And of course, I'll do it on the channel. It's called Into the Pit. Do you think the game's going to be on the 3 stories in that book? I think it was Into the Pit. There was Into the Pit, To Be Beautiful, Count the Ways. I don't know how they'd make a game based on To Be Beautiful and Count the Ways. So I do think it's just going to be solely focused on Into the Pit. I guess you could do a point and click storyline being inside Funtime Freddy's stomach, but I don't think it'll work. I do feel like it's just going to be about Into the Pit. But that's still really exciting because, you know, there's a lot of possibilities gameplay-wise, what they could do. They could do so many things with that, and then we go into them. Scott can fit this into the game lore very easily, you know. They could just have a storyline where a kid goes to an old location and the story happens, you know. That's it. A haunted ball pit that goes to the past of the murders. That can still work. You don't have to have the Stitch Wraith and Eleanor or whatever involved in this. You can just have a single storyline and, you know, put it in the game lore timeline. It works. You don't need to have the other stuff. You can change the story a little bit where the ball pit's from Fredbear's Family Diner, something like that, to make it fit in the game lore even more. You know what I mean, and make it fit perfectly with the timeline. It can work. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. So please let me know your thoughts, guys. What do you think? Are you excited? Have you read the books before? I've read the book, so I'm really excited to see this. I really am. It's really cool to see. I wasn't expecting it, to be honest, but I do remember back in the day saying, I really want to see a Fazbear Frights game, and here it is. So really exciting. Take care, lots of love, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.